Hi, Melissa Del Toro Schaffner here, and I know you'll love what you hear.
You'll love what you hear. You'll love what you hear.
Today is episode 8 in the Stories from the Heart series, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about living intentionally with a long-term plan. Wow, that's pretty deep stuff, right? Deep stuff whenever you're 21 years old, you just graduated college, you just got your first job, and now you're thinking, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Quarter life crisis time, people. I know a lot of you are going through it. So, quarter life crisis, what does that mean? Well, I think it is a thing, and if you are in the psychology or mental health arenas, I'd love to know, because I believe that it is a thing, 25 years old. So I was working in manufacturing at AMP Incorporated, and I'm looking to the future and thinking, is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? Now I'm working, So one of the things that I did rather early was to seek the comfort of education again. I felt very comfortable in the education arena. I felt very successful. I felt like that's a place where I could really control my life. So AMP Incorporated had a program that they would pay for your MBA. So many of you SPU connections, Seattle Pacific University connections, may not realize that I transferred about 6 months of study from Penn State University's MBA program over to Seattle Pacific. So that's where I got my start. I was working every day and thinking, like, what's next? And one of the things that triggered me to get my MBA was that I really wanted to have the business training and the business knowledge to know what my bosses knew and what my bosses were learning and what my bosses were doing with the business, because I knew that if I understood that, then I could climb up the ladder and get more responsibility within the organizations that I was working in. Because as a child, as a young person, I always felt like my calling was bigger. I always felt like leadership was in my blood. It was something I needed to do. And I don't know, is there anything that you felt since you were a kid that you needed to do? This series is born out of me feeling like I really want to connect with you and provide you with the best life by leading myself and giving you life lessons from that personal leadership of myself. So that's what I have to tell you today is, are you living your life intentionally? Do you have a plan? Are you going through a quarter or a mid or a 3/4 or a 125% quarter midlife crisis? What are you doing to help you to make the next step forward? Do you have a life vision? Do you have a legacy or a mission or anything like that that is your guiding star in this life? Don't ever think that it's too early or too late to begin, to go into the direction of what you feel more called and more connected to do. Nobody has pigeonholed you into the spot that you're in right now if you're not satisfied, but yourself. And the great news about that is that you can change it. So if we created it, we can change it. And what a great, powerful feeling, right? So as always, I'm encouraging you and motivating you to keep moving forward, even if it's baby steps. You're going to do it. You can do it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
You'll love what you hear. You'll love what you hear.